Hello dear students, good morning to you all. I am Mr. K.B. Mahale standing before you to discuss about the corporate accounting part 1. It is there in your third semester of BCom, Karnataka University. I think syllabus has been sent to you earlier by Madam Veda. Now we will have a brief discussion about the overall topics pertaining to the syllabus of corporate accounting. See, corporate accounting is not a separate branch of accounting itself. It's coming under financial accounting only. That why the name so-called corporate accounting is been entitled means all the topics which we are going to study under this subject are related to companies. Maybe joint stock companies, banking companies and some other corporations which are registered as per the Joint Stock Companies Act 1956 and as amended up to 2013. So, it's my request to you, don't get afraid of the subject corporate accounting. It is quite interesting. All the contents, all the topics coming under the syllabus are quite interesting, and we shall straightway go to now first chapter, that is issue of shares. Okay, issue of shares is first topic. I think one problem is been already solved. Now we will have a briefer discussion on the parts of share capital of the company. You must have heard of what is share capital. I did not ask you the question. Share capital, it has different parts, like human body has different parts like stomach, head, nose, ear and all. Okay, so what are the different parts of share capital of the company means 5 parts. Have a look at here. First one is authorized capital, the second one is issued capital, third one is subscribed capital, and fourth one is called up capital, and the fifth one is paid up capital. Let us understand what is authorized capital. It is the maximum amount of capital which can be raised by the company from public. So it is also called as registered capital. Why it is so called as registered capital means it is the amount of capital by which the company is registered. So it is also called as nominal capital because it is not a real capital in fact. So it has 3 names: authorized capital, registered capital or even nominal capital. I have given an example here. 10,000 shares of 10 each. It is the maximum amount of capital which can be raised by the company from public. Okay. So authorized capital comes to rupees 1 lakh. How? 10,000 shares into rupees 10. So 1 lakh. The second one is issued capital. Issued capital is that part of authorized capital which is issued to the public by the company. Means whatever shares are issued to the public, that is called as issued capital, and it consists of 5,000 shares of 10 each. It is a part of above authorized capital only. Okay. Next comes subscribed capital. It is that part of issued capital which is subscribed or purchased by the public, purchased by the subscribers. So 4,500 shares. Out of how many shares issued to public, how many shares are purchased? Look at here. 5,000 shares are sold by the company to public for their subscription. But 4,500 shares only are bought by public. So it is the part of above capital. 4,500 into 10, 45,000. Okay. Next one is called up capital. Called up capital means it is that part or that portion of subscribed capital which is called up by the company to be paid by the shareholders. Now company is having assurance from the public that all 4,500 shares can be sold to them, but company will not issue or sell all 4,500 shares. Only 4,000 shares will be issued by the company, called up by the company. So 4,000 into 10 comes to 10,000. The last one is paid up capital. It is that part of called up capital which is paid by the shareholders. Paid up capital means it is that part of above called up capital which is paid by the shareholders. So look at an example. 4,000 shares of rupees 10 each called up, so 40,000. On 1,000 shares call money is not received. Call call money is, for example, 5. You know it. It has different parts: application money, allotment money, and call money. So call money fixed per share is 5. Some of the shareholders are not interested and they have not paid a call money only. So 1000 shares, 5 is not received. What is not received by the company is resulting in call scenario. So called up capital minus call scenarios. Called up capital is 40,000. I have written within brackets here. Please go through the same. 4,000 into 10 is equal to 40,000 minus 1,000 into 5, 5,000. So remainder is 35,000. This is how we calculate this one, paid up capital. Look at here. Authorized capital is 1 lakh. Then issued capital is 50,000. Called up capital is 45,000. Subscribed capital is 45,000. Called up capital is 40,000. And finally paid up capital is 35,000. So we have to note here important two concepts. One is call scenarios. How much is call scenarios? Look at the difference between 40,000 and 35,000 is call scenarios. What do you mean by call scenarios? The amount called up by the company but not paid by the shareholders is resulting in calls in arrears. The amount called up by the company but not paid by the shareholders or subscribers, it is called as call scenarios. Or equation wise also we can understand. How is the equation? It goes here. Call scenarios is equal to positive difference between called up capital and paid up capital. Call scenarios is equal to called up capital minus paid up capital. So this is coming to 5,000. 40 minus 35,000, 5,000. This is call scenarios. And one more concept is there. One more term, that is calls in advance. See, calls in arrears is the one. The one more one is calls in advance. Both are opposite terms. Calls in advance means the amount not called by the company but paid by the shareholders. The amount paid in advance by the shareholders before the calls are made by the company is termed as calls in advance. So calls in arrears is the asset to the company, but calls in advance is the liability to the company. Calls in advance is a liability, calls in arrears is a asset to the company. Have you understood something about this part of capital? Correct? Okay. You just go through the same and we will discuss some more concepts bit later. Okay? Thank you.